Hey everybody, welcome back to Yakuza 0. No time for long introductions. These octopus balls are hot! Sorry, kitty. It's good to see you, but I gotta get these takoyakis in there right now. Alright, I got some smoking hot takoyaki. Hopefully it'll help calm her down a little. Because Makoto's stuck in this room and she's having a not so good day, so... what will be more pleasant than some takoyaki?
ありがとう。
少しは落ち着いたんか？
でもお腹空いた。
それでええんや。人間腹に物を入れんと力が出ん。
How transhumanist of you, Majima. Well, I would have gotten really hungry if I'd had to watch them eat, so I'm actually okay with this.
Huh?
あなたは目どうしたの？
Oh yeah, because we admitted to...
片目が
Right.
なんで見えなくなったのかなって。
Stare at an eclipse too long. Don't worry about it.
俺の場合は怪我っちゅうかな。事故みたいなもんで、もう完全に潰れてもうだ。
Deflective. Yeah.
もう一つの目は残っとる。別にそれで十分。
I mean, he admitted that he's a hitman, so I don't know why he's playing it off as, it's just a little bit of an accident, but...
な?
Like, she knows that he's into some shady stuff, but... Okay.
あうか。お前の方がよっぽどやろ。
私の目は心因性だからいつか治るかもって。
Oh.
兄さんが。
That would be nice. Yeah.
なら
Is that a real thing
望みはまだ
in
ある
real life?
っちゅうことやな。
Traumatic disorder causing blindness? I honestly don't know.
あなたの目は
It sounds like really freaking awful.
駆除しとらんわ。せいぜい男前が台無しになっただけや。
男前なんだ。
目が揃っとったらな。お見せできんのが残念やで、ほんま。
I don't want to brag, but I am quite the stunner.
残念。
少しは笑えるようになったが。なんやお前、時計しとるんか。
Oh my goodness, look at the time! It's backstory o'clock!
けったいなやっちゃ。
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
でも
Freaking good point, Majima. Yeah.
せやから見えへんのやろうちゅうとるやろが。まったく。
分かってるよ。でもね、これオルゴールの曲が鳴るの。それが
Oh, that's really neat. Yeah, actually, it makes sense. If it plays on hours, you can kind of tell what hour it is.
今はならない。だって
Oh, well
時
then.
計が壊れてるから。
How symbolic, because she has no happiness in her life anymore, or something, I don't know.
でも捨てられないものってあると思わない？他人から見れば全く意味がないけど、自分にとってはなんだかすごく大切っていうか、目が見えなくなって時間もわからなくなって、
Oof.
時計も壊れて音も出なくなって。
Yeah, heavy
分
stuff.
かってるよ。そんなもの必要ないって。でも私がまだ元気だった頃の証なの。それを捨てちゃったら私は本当に。
お前。
でもまたあのオルゴールの音を聞いてみたい。
I mean, just take it to a watchmaker and it's probably good as
な
new.
かったら持っとりゃええ。持っとりゃきっといつかええことある。
いつかいいことか。
I mean, if it gets old enough, it becomes a collector's item and it has huge value, if you want to
どない
think.
した？
やっぱり違うよね。
grimly about it.
いつまで経っても私には現実が見えてないんだ。
おい。
いいの、ありがとう。あなたの気持ちは嬉しいよ。感謝してる。
Hey, how did you know that the wall was there?
お前が必要やと思うんやったら必要なんや。本当にそう思うんやって。
Or was she moments away from just pancaking against the wall? No, that would have been...
強くなる。
That would have ruined this pathos of this scene. I knew it, Majima's gonna hold on to that thing. Someday you'll wish you had this again, and I will swoop in that day.
せや、まだ言うとらんかったけどな。リーノさんはなんややることがある言うとったわ。それが済んだらここに迎えに来させる。それまでもう少しの辛抱や。
どこか行くの？
そろそろ仕事の時間ない。
Yeah, the assassination business isn't really working out. I need to do some real work.
名前に聞き覚えあるか？近江連合の極道や。
知らない。
そうか。Sagaも誰かに頼まれただけかもしれんな。
Alright, because Saga was the one who ordered the hit.
なんでお前みたいなのが極道に狙われるんや。
あなたはその佐川って人に脅されてるの？
似たようなもんやな。けど俺はお前を殺すことで褒美をもらえることになっとった。登場会に戻れるっちゅうな。
Ooh, all the cards on the table.
いや、お前は知らんでようで。
じゃあもしこのまま私を殺さずにいたら、あなたはそのヤクザに殺されるの？
大丈夫や。リーのおっさんがなんや考えがある言うとった。うまくいったらお前も俺ももう殺されんで済むっちゅう話や。
本当に？
お前んとこの店長やろ。信じたれや。ほな。
Yeah, I'm sure nothing will go wrong in this plan to complicate things. I'm sure everything will go peachy keen for these two from here on out. Oh boy. Well, let's not get too worried, shall we? Let's just carry on. Ah, it's evening already. Maybe I'll drop by a cabaret club like Yamagata-han suggested on my way to check in at the Grand. I might have seen one in the Hoganji Yokocho area, maybe. It's worth a check. Oh yeah, that was something that the one guy mentioned. The owner of the Odyssey mentioned that. Let's see. Nope, there's no new skill levels, except of course we maxed out our entire slugger style last time. Oh, that felt good to do. Nope. Pardon me there for a second. Had microphone troubles. Anyway, yes, nope, no new skills to go get, so we can just move on with the plot. Just dropping by over there. There's no fun and games on the way, really. Unless we can go back to the massage parlor. I don't know why we do that. So I guess we'll carry on with the main quest for now. Now, something I wanted to do, actually, guys. Unlike previous episodes, I had this revelation, because I've been talking a lot about the voice actors in Tales of Vesperia, because I'm very fond of them, you know. Excuse me, you've got something to say to me, sir? Oh, got out of the way, I think. Oh, he dropped like a fly. So I've been talking a lot about the voice actors in Tales of Vesperia, and I had this realization that I'm really just kind of not giving the voice actors in this game a fair shake. I'm not like really talking at all about them, and my excuse thus far has been because I don't really know very many Japanese voice actors. Like, I recognize a lot of voices, but I don't remember names. Even with the voices I recognize. Akio Otsuka's the one one exception. Then there's like voices I recognize is the voice of Lock-On from Gundam 00. He's also Zamasu in Dragon Ball Super. His name's like Shinichiro or something, but that's about as far as I know. And then the voice of Guy from Gao Gai Gar. He's like in a ton of stuff. He's the voice of Adult Link in Ocarina of Time, for example. He does all the yeah. So that's kind of nice. But anyway, yeah, so that's been my excuse why I haven't really talked about the voice actors in this game, but I kind of mulled on it, and it's really no excuse at all, really. Like, I should take it as an opportunity to kind of learn about the voice actors in this game by looking into them. So, I'll just deal with these guys, and I'll tell you a little bit about the voices. Although, I will have to admit, once I looked into it, you know, once I looked into it, like, like, I struggled with a couple of the voices I looked up. I struggled to recognize any of their roles outside of this game, because I guess I just don't consume nearly as much Japanese media as I let out to be. I don't actually watch very much anime or play Japanese games, or in Japanese voice anyway. Probably more than most of my friends, but not a lot. So, for example, Majima is voiced by Hidenari Ugaki, and I really only recognized a couple of bit parts for him. He's the voice of Birdie in Street Fighter V, which is like a really good voice for him. He tends to do hooligan voices. He's also in the Fist of the North Star PS4 game. He's the voice of Jagi, which like really fits. Ah, this is now that cabaret place. Sunshine, huh? Didn't know there was a spot like this tucked back in this part of town. But yeah, the one voice I wanted to highlight for Hidenari Ugaki was he's done the voice of Donatello in the Ninja Turtles a lot in Japanese dubs. But more fascinating, that makes me want to look into this. In the 2003 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, he was the voice of the Shredder in the Japanese dub. And that's like such an opposite of the other villain roles he does. Like these kind of really, really uncouth and like unsavory hooligan types. And then there's like freaking this like epitome of like, no, serious, no-nonsense villain, the Shredder, 2003 version in particular. I'm very curious to hear what his voice work in that would be like, but... I mean, I guess... Majima's way more restrained in this game than he is in like the more other Yakuza games, where he's like this like psycho person, so I guess this is what the Shredder probably sounds like as well. This like restrained Majima voice. I'm gonna just make a wild guess without having seen it. But anyway, let's focus on this. So we're now hitting up this cabaret club, which is like a cabaret, but it's tinier. Weird distinction. Guy like Yamagata wouldn't recommend it without good reason. Gotta be something to it. Yes, it's worth a look. I'm sure Yoda says all of these people are his number one girl when he brings in new customers. Well, this is still pretty roomy. Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, oh sure, well, you are the only customer, Majima, so I guess that's kind of a factor, but... Man, I've been to livelier graveyards than this. Not a soul in here besides me. Huh? Okay. Hello there. Oh, a bit nervous on the job, I think. Majima's nervous too, because this is like... this is a bit awkward for him, I guess. For this club's top girl, she's pretty low-key. I don't know. Seems like an...
それでは乾杯しましょうか。
Oh, yeah, well, that's a very... Working on the words there.
乾杯。
Yeah, it is definitely a little stiffer if you remember what those business guys at the start of Majima's story were like with their hostesses. So. Is this lady seriously the best they got here?
すみません。私こんなんで。
いや別にええけど、でもほんまにあんたナンバーワンなんか？
Yeah, it's
一応。
right. Oh, okay. I was about to say there's no one here but her. Okay, there we go.
3人？ちょっと少なすぎやろ。道理で寂れてるわけやな。
はい。ちょっと前まではそれなりに繁盛してたみたいなんですけど、5スターが現れてからはずっとこんな感じで。
Ooh, that sounds like an evil gang.
5スター？なんやそれ？
蒼天堀5スター。蒼天堀のキャバクラを牛耳っている人気キャバクラ店5店舗のオーナーたちの総称です。
Ah, okay.
彼らが蒼天堀に出店してから、この辺りにたくさんあったキャバクラはどんどん閉店に
Wait, I thought these cabaret clubs were like a new thing.
どうしてや？そんなに人気なんか？その5スターっちゅうやつらの店は。
もちろん5店舗はどれもすごい人気です。ただ閉店に追いやられた理由はそれだけじゃなくて。
それだけじゃない？なんや？
簡単に言うと嫌がらせ。
Ah, okay. Yeah, very strict competition.
もう嫌がらせするのもいい加減にしてくださいよ。
I didn't do anything. Oh.
毎日朝から晩までいたずらで
Oh, what do you know?
営業中に騒いで
This guy just materialized as soon as we talked about him.
健全な勝負で負けるなら納得しますけど、こんなやり方卑怯ですよ。
失礼な人ですね。その嫌がらせをやっているのが我々だという証拠はどこにあるんです？
Ugh, look at this guy.
なんや？
He looks like freaking Mr. Arcade from X-Men.
ほん。あれが。
あいつは蒼天堀5スターの一人。
Okay.
クラブマーズ店長の日野という男です。クラブマーズはこの辺りのお客さんをほぼ独占しているお店で、近所にあるうちの店に圧力をかけ続けているんです。
Why do I feel like I'm gonna have to end up doing something about this dude?
ないけれど、あんなひどいことをやるのはあんたたちに決まってるだろう。うちの店が立ち退けば、この蒼天堀のキャバクラが全て5スターのものになる。あんたらの狙いはそれなんだろ
う。なんだ、そこまで分かってるんですか。なら話が早い。さっさと立ち退いてくださいよ。
Ugh.
もちろん今なら。
He's got painted blush on his cheeks.
ただ、
I mean, if he thinks it adds to his charm, sure, fella, but
話は別ですがね。こんな薄汚れた店に金を出してやると言ってるんだ。悪い話じゃないでしょ。
断る。あんたらのせいでどれだけの同業者たちが苦しんだと思ってるんだ。あんたらみたいな卑怯で汚い連中に蒼天堀は独占させない。
さすがはかつて人気店だったサンシャインの店長。他の店のように簡単には落ちないみたいだね。まあ今日は引き上げましょう。ただ次会う時には結論を聞かせてもらいますよ。
何度来ても同じだ。私の結論は変わらない。
頑固ですね。まあそう言わずにまたご挨拶させてくださいよ。
you know what I just realized is this feels a whole lot like that when we ran into the first villain of that real estate thing, the Leisure King.
そういえばあなた
Oh my god. Because the Leisure King was just insta-villain introduction, and they're doing the same thing for Hino here. Particular this shit right here. It must be sad if something happened to your daughter. Oh my god.
お前娘に何かする気か。
さあ、私は別に何も。ただ、そういうことをする輩がいないとも限らない。
Ooh, frightening.
このご時世ですから。くれぐれもお気をつけて。ではまた。
Hey Majima, could you maybe like intervene about now already, please?
くそ。私はどうすればいいんだ。
店長。
Yeah, whoop.
どうすればいいんだろう。
Yeah, I mean, freaking Majima can't exactly protect his daughter, I don't think.
いろいろ大変みたいやな、店長。
あ、お客さん、すみません。お恥ずかしいところをお見せして。
気にするな。それにしてもなんなんやあいつ。蒼天堀5スターだったか？なんであんたの店をそこまで狙ってるんや。
蒼天堀5スターはお互い手を組んで蒼天堀のキャバクラをすべて自分たちの店だけで独占し。
What a freaking... Well, I guess we know how it went, like this industry never died in Japan. But that's... That seems like such a risky business to like try to get a monopoly and like they were counting on like this just panning out. Like imagine like they have the monopoly and then it just dries out. People are like, no, we're not gonna freaking hang out in clubs. And I guess it did kind of die down once like the whole crazy business economic bubble burst. Everything like people stopped spending money like crazy. But this would seem like such a fad to me if I was there. Like, I don't know if I'd invest in that long term. But then what do I know? When the iPad was first introduced, I was like, what? It's not as powerful as a laptop, but it's super cumbersome. You can't use it as a phone. What's the point of this thing? And now everyone has iPads. Except me. I'm a stubborn old goat like that. Right, okay, I wasn't paying enough attention, but they're going for the big cabarets, okay. So Majima's in danger with these people on the prowl.
コントロールすることも可能かもしれん。
でもそんな野望のために我々がひどい目に遭うなんて納得がいきません。あいつらに屈することだけはしたくない。
I mean, we can arrange that.
重なる嫌がらせと圧力で正直営業どころじゃなくなっていまして、お店もこの通りひどいものでしょう。
まあ、お世辞にもいい状態とは言えんな。
Oof. Brutal honesty.
これでも少し前まではこの地域のキャバクラでは一二を争う人気店だったんです。でもあいつらによる店内での迷惑行為の連続で
This all seems like a lesson in vulture capitalism, this entire game. All this real estate stuff, and now this cabaret business monopoly.
うちの店は潰れます。もう奴らの要求を飲むしかないんですかね。
See, I'd sell this place to the like city just to spite those people. Like maybe make, you know, offer to give it to like an orphanage or like a food shelter or something. You know, that would like spite those guys real nice. Well, I don't know. They'd still be like, well, we're still rolling in cash. You know, there'd just be one less movable part in their monopoly. But no. Don't much care what happens to this town. But the thought of dicks like that doing whatever they want pisses me off. Plus, if I let them go now, there'll be trouble for the Grand's bottom line down the road. Which means trouble for me if I'm still around. I'm curious about the cabaret club business too. Maybe I'll try to learn a bit more by helping out around here a bit. Aha! I knew it. We're freaking getting in on this. I mean, why would they? Why would they, you know, put all this effort to introduce this unless we were getting introduced in this plot? Ah, the truth come out.
グランドの支配人って確か敏腕と噂のあなただったんですか。
まあな。
I don't look very sharp, but
とかいう奴らにこれ以上力をつけられても困るし。何よりもまずそいつらのやり方が気に食わ。
Yeah, definitely. That's one way to phrase it.
あいつらを逆にぶっ潰したので。
いいんですか？グランドの支配人さんがこんな寂れた店に協力してくださるなんて。
困った時はお互い様や。それに俺もキャバクラっちゅう業務形態に興味もあるからな。
Honestly, Majima could turn around and buy this for his cabaret if he felt like it, you know.
おっと、自己紹介がまだやったな。マジマや。一応頑張ろうぜ。
Let's stir up some shit. That's amazing.
何卒よろしくお願いします。
So yeah, this is starting to feel a lot like the real estate thing that we started doing with Kiryu, but I guess we'll see where this goes. Huh? Is this the back office? Yes, it mostly serves as a staging area for the staff. I organize things back here, manage the girls, that sort of thing. Speaking of, what would you say to taking over as manager, Majima-san? Would you mind? Say what? Manager, just like that? Yes, sir. You certainly have the experience, and I fear Sunshine can't reach its full potential under my direction. I'd give you total authority. Of course, I'd still be here supporting you in any way I can as floor staff. Will you do it, sir? Yeah, all right. If you're that serious about this, I'll do my part too. Leave it to me. Thank you so much. I'm at your disposal, Manager Majima. Feels a little weird hearing that from you. Now, if it's all right with you, I'd like to jump right into an explanation of how a cabaret club is run. That said, there's a lot to cover, and I know you're a busy man. Let me know when it's a good time for you, sir. Okay, let's see. You can now use Sunshine's back office as your hideout, which also serves as the key location for your business. As the story advances, you'll unlock the ability to switch protagonists using the hideout telephone, as well as change clothes into any outfits you've earned. Okay, so this is exactly the Kiryu real estate thing that we got, except we're running a cabaret instead of a real estate agency. I'm really curious what's going to happen to tie these two plots together once we get the ability to switch protagonists. Like, what is the because thus far these two stories have seemed like they've been running like completely separate from each other. It's just been like, meanwhile in Sotenbori, or meanwhile in Kamurocho. But I assume something is going to make it all come together nicely. Would they make just a 2-character game just to appease people who are like Majima is our favorite character? To give it like a little fan service that way? I don't know. I'd be really surprised if there isn't some like unifying link between these two stories eventually. Gotcha! Alright, well, I'm going to assume the plot wants us to go through the Cabaret Club tutorial, but first I will use this nice phone to save the game. Ta-da!